So today we have this climb stairs problem and I'll be showing you three different approaches of same problem, and if you'll just show this or explain this to the interviewer it will be like kind of great impact. So the first application is like first approach is basically recursive. There is another approach which is Fibonacci. Basically it's a Fibonacci question kind of. If you'll just observe it closely, it's a Fibonacci kind of thing. So you can give Fibonacci also, just iterative one. So there will be four approaches then, but this is recursive solution and you already must be knowing the question. I'll just tell you how many jumps are allowed. So jumps allowed are three. So in recursive solution what we do is basically, just a second. Yep. And recursive solution what we do basically is, uh, we'll just take the number of stairs, whatever stair we want, and what we check, if the stairs are zero, so there is only one way. Stairs are less than zero basically. If it's negative, so there are no other ways. Now this thing is, I was allowed three jumps. I was allowed three jumps. So for recursion, I'm telling, if I'm standing on fourth or fifth stair, any stair you can take. For example, one, two, three, four, and five. For example, this is zero at one second, two, three, and four. I'm standing here. So in how many ways I can reach here? This is the first way, this is the second way, and this is the third way. Like these are not ways, these are the places from where I can reach. And the total will be total number of ways to reach on four from here, total number of ways to reach on from here, and two total number of ways to reach from three. So basically, if you want to find total number of ways to reach any number, you need to check minus three, like previous three steps. Why previous three? Because total number of jumps available are 3. So if total number of jumps were available 2, so you'll just check like behind 2, back of them 2, and you'll just add total number. For example, there is a city and there is a another city. So we have these three destination S1, S2, and S3. Then these three connects to our main city. Now, for example, we have n number of ways to reach S1, we have m number of ways to reach S2, and we have z number of ways to reach S3. So total number of ways to reach this position will be n plus m plus z. Or if you'll just see in reverse, so total number of ways from this position, total number of ways will be minus n, minus m, and minus z. Basically, the different. If you'll do this, you'll just reach at this position. Like this is very basic to understand. So the same thing I'm doing here. I'm just recursively calling the previous third, previous second, and previous one basically. And minus one will be, for example, if I want to gather info about four, I'll call n minus one. I'll see how many ways I have to reach on three. Then I'll see how many ways I have to reach on from two. Then I'll say how many ways I have to reach from one. And remember, we need to reach on four. So I'll take them and I'll sum up all these three. Basically, that's how recursion works. Like you must be knowing this recursive way. It's kind of simple. So that's how it will just return and we'll just return it. So that's basically recursion. Now, optimizing it using memoization, basically DP. And what the only change will, and the only change in memoization is, I'll just show you. The only change in memoization is we start storing our current value. For example, we found out that on 3 we can reach in 15 ways. Just imagine this, we basically want to reach on 4 and we have started from 0, but on 3, while you are standing on 3, so you can reach to 4 in 15 ways. Okay, we'll just store this total number 15 ways in 3, so that we do not need to do it again, like we need not to do it again and again. For this, that's how memoization work. You must be having the knowledge of memoization also, because this video won't give you memoization and recursion overview, and this is just like a uh, problem basically approach, and I'm just telling this approach. So these are the basic test case. Now this is the memoization thing. Like what we are doing here, if we already have the value, basically we have filled our dp, we have initialized our dp with 0, n plus 1 dp. And if we have the value not equals to 0, basically this means that you have already found some value. So do not calculate again for it, just return that value, just return that value. And now if you do not have that value, what you'll do, you'll just calculate that value first, and you'll store that value, so that if again that value appears, you need not to search it again and again. That's why we are storing here, that's why it's called memoization. So we are storing here, and what we are doing the same thing again, n minus 1, n minus 2, and n minus 3, because three jumps are available. And passing dp is like this 1D array memoization, like it's kind of notebook which we are passing in each of the like function calling in each of the recursive statement, so that we will have a notepad kind of thing, so we can keep track. And this will return your answer basically. So this is recursion plus memoization. I'll just run all of them. Let me just explain tabulation also. Excuse me. So in tabulation, what we are doing in tabulation is basically we'll create 1D array and dp array of size n plus 1. So if we want to find total number of step to reach 5, we'll create a array of 6. So basically 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now what we need to find is we need to fill all of these with a suitable value. What that value will be, that value will be listen carefully, total number of ways to reach total number of ways to reach, like if I'll start filling 1 and then on 2, total number of ways to reach that value on whatever value you are standing, total number of ways to reach that value from 0 from 0. So basically if you want to reach 2, and there are total number of 3 jumps available, like either you can take 1 step, or you can take 2 step, or you can directly take 3 steps. So how many total number of jumps will take to reach 2? Will either go directly to, or will go 1 and 1. So there are basically two ways. Now you can see the pattern. If you'll add these two, if you'll add this one and this one, you got the answer already. Why? Because I'll just explain. I'll explain this thing to you. For example, you're standing on this value. You're standing on, just a second. You're standing on this 0. Now you want to find out in how many ways you can reach. Of course, there's only single way to reach on 0 if you are standing on 0. That's just a stand there. For 1, how many ways are there? You'll check previous 1, okay, previous 2, and previous 3, because there are total 3 jumps. So you don't know like from where you can jump. So basically you'll check past 3. In past 3, this will be negative, this will be negative. So you'll only check the like past one. So past value is 1. Okay, so you just insert 1. Like it will get clear more and more. Just hold on for a second. After that, uh, after that, this thing will be 2. So for 2, you'll check again. Back 2 and back 3. This back 3 will be again negative. So you'll add just these two. So total number of ways to reach 2 will be 2 only. Now on 3 you'll check back 2 and back 3. You'll add all of them. So for adding, this will be 4. So there are total number of 4 ways to reach 3. Total number of ways to reach 3 from 0 will be 2 ways, will be total 4 ways. I'll explain you also. I'll tell you also. This is 0 1 2, and this is 3 basically. So total number of ways, let's count together. Total number of ways, I can take single jump, okay, or I can take a jump of 2 and then I can go there, or I can take a jump of single, I can go there, or I can directly take a jump of 3, because maximum jump is allowed 3. So total number of 4 ways, that's what I filled here. So that's why this is like such an efficient method. And after that, just a second, give me a second. Go back, and go back thrice. So just add all those 4 plus 2 plus 1, it will be total 7. So reaching 4, there will be total 7 ways reaching 4. That's how like your DP will follow up. So for reaching 5, you'll just find behind 3, because these 3 are the total ways from where you can like just go there. How should I explain this? For example, you are standing on 5. There is 4, there is 3, there is 2, and there is 1. So in how many ways, like from each step you can take 3 jumps. So if you'll stand on 1, the maximum value you can reach will be 4. Why? Because the maximum jump you can take is 4. okay, and one, one. Like the maximum jump you can take is four, okay. So for finding four, you'll check previous three, but for finding five, you'll check these previous three because these are the values which will be consisting, will contributing to the five. So you'll check total number of ways to reach four, total number of ways to reach three, and total number of ways to reach two, and you'll just add because you can come on five from any of them. So you'll just add, and for 5 total number of ways will be 7 plus 4 plus 2, which will be equals to 13, I guess. So that will be the value 13. So that's it, like for the code, and I'll just explain them. I'll just run them also. So that's what we are doing here. We have declared DP of 0, 1 and 2 because these are constant value. These cannot be changed. So single way for reaching 2 when 3 jumps are allowed. There are two ways. After 3 will start including, and what I'm doing, checking previous second and checking previous third, and just adding the values, then just returning the last, basically last digit. And just remember that you have to run this to less than n because you want to run this to like less than and equals to n, to this, not to this. So and your value will be last element obviously. So I'll just show that will run, I guess. Yep, it's showing 7 because like our input was 4, I guess. 4. Then I'll show you this recursive plus memorization. This will also run, and if I'll submit, then this will get submitted also. So the last one, I'll just submit last one because this is most efficient, I guess. I'll submit this. This will get submit also, and last two, like all of them will get submit, this and this. So that's it for the recap, I guess. Thank you. See you in next video.